Hey everyone, it's Meredith Fesh, clarity coach and creator of PauseBox. I just got back from 2 back-to-back retreats and I wanted to share a little bit about what I learned. It was a marathon and even retreats can be hard work, but it's like the best work ever. So the first retreat was 10 days or so in Calabria, Italy. It was a wellness retreat. We learned cooking from a masterful chef in Calabria, and that was done by the amazing Hannah, who is in charge of Intuitive Health, I believe is the name of her company. I will list it below. The second retreat was in Orlando with the incredible Darla Ledoux, and I was part of a team who was helping support and grade and graduate 12 certified leaders that are going through the Sourced Experience program. So super different retreats, and but both powerfully magical. So the first thing I want to tell you about what I learned in retreat is that being taken care of rocks. I mean, it's so obvious, but how often do we let ourselves be taken care of? I mean, every need was addressed. I had a place to sleep, a beautiful place to sleep, amazing food. The agenda was already laid out. I didn't have to think of anything. Transportation was already figured out. Snacks, pacing, celebrations, like everything was figured out, and I just got to go along for the ride. So number one, if you are one of those people in the family that always has to do all the planning, retreat is a glorious gift. The second thing that I learned is that transformation happens in community. We like to think because we're smart and we're, ahead of ourselves, we like to think we can do this on our own. We can read a good book, we can listen to a good podcast, we can get the aha, and we can move forward. And though that's true, we can get the aha. The integration is what happens in retreat. And I saw this over and over again in my own experience and in the experience of those I was retreating with. Often, like in group programs, something comes up for someone and it's the perfect thing you need to hear. It's like, that was for me. So it's kind of like crowdsourcing your transformation. I don't know where the magic is, but it's there, and you really accelerate your transformation in group. And I guess that's kind of my third point, is that a lot of us take this do-it-yourself road to our own self-development. And I can tell you that the accelerant that happens in retreat is real. And I think that's because of the things you can't do on your own, which are witnessing, being witnessed, being validated, and, maybe even being encouraged to let go of some stuff that's not working, maybe even being pointed to that blind spot that you have. Yeah. So retreats really are an accelerant to your own growth and to getting past the things that have been blocking you. Why? Because number 4, you're taking space away from the everyday. So you're getting out of your routines, you're getting out of your familiarity, you're getting uncomfortable, right? Control issues come up, old default patterns come up, and you have enough space and enough skill to look at them as they surface and figure out where they're pointing and figure out where you want to go. So just even taking space away from everyday familiar life is part of the transformational process. And it absolutely is, I would say it's a foundational piece of what retreat is. The final thing I will share, as I learned in this back-to-back retreat marathon, was that masterful coaches make the difference. I happen to, both my coaches are from the Sourced Experience philosophy. And if you don't know what that means, go to sourcedexperience.com. It's Darla Ledoux. She is the leader of this new movement around really understanding your sourced energy. And when you are a masterful coach in sourced energy, you can help see people as strong and powerful. So I was seen as strong and powerful. I was seen as not my circumstance, not the stuff that was going on in my life. I was seen as the really true, gifted, powerful person that I am, and that my higher self knows myself to be. Really good coaches see you in that, and help you embody it, right? Really good coaches help you tune into your own truth. And that's just fact. You have your own answers. You know your own knowing. And really good coaches set you up to touch in and pull out and extract that truth that will set you free. And then finally, really good coaches, they hold you in your most powerful vision of who you're becoming. Not the person you've always been, not, for me, like the pleaser that I've always been. They can see you as your most expressed self and most authentic self without all the strategies, right, that we use to get by. So just holding that vision with you, feeling and holding your true desires of who you want to become and what you want to do in the world and what impact you want to make. It's incredibly vulnerable to share those dreams, and a great coach makes sure that you feel held in the vision that you hold for yourself, and maybe even helps crack it open just 10% more. So those were the learnings I have. Obviously, going to retreat back-to-back is probably not typical. I would call it, it was definitely my master's program this year, and I really stepped into, for me, new lessons about leadership and what it looks like to be a leader. It doesn't have to be serious and all put together. It can be spontaneous and fun and really alive and vulnerable. Leaders can be all those things. Who knew? So that's just giving you a little glimpse into my own transformation. And if you are interested in retreat, if I've kind of given you something to think about, I would love to invite you to Sedona. I'm taking a group of women, some amazing, magical women, to Sedona in July 11th through 15th. And you can find all the details on my website at www.pauseboxco.com/mastery. I hope to see you there. Bye.